Well, it's just about 5:30 p.m. here on Wednesday, January 29th, I believe, 2025. And I just wanted to go and check on the animals. We had about half an inch of rain today, so there's a couple hours where it really came down, and measured half an inch with my rain meter. I got one of those expensive ones. They cost $4 at the store. you know, but yeah, about half an inch, 0.45, I would say. It's between the 0.4 and the 0.5. I wanted to check on that lamb that has the thick jaw, see if she's still recovering or not. Hey there, lady. I don't have food for you today. A couple days ago, lady was, I sat down in the hay, just kind of took a break, and lady decided that was a good time to come up and say hello and nuzzle me. This is not the lamb, or is it? I think that lamb has a little bit of swelling on the left side. What number are you? You are number, let me see your number, 0017. So I'm going to get tags that are a lot easier to read from a distance. They're a little bit more expensive, but I need to be able to read the tags from a distance. So U0017. This one might be it. Yeah, that's her. That's her. Let's see if I can get her number. Will you let me look at your number? I got a bunch of crying lambs down there. I want to check out what's going on. Okay, you are number 00. Hold on. Stay still, little girl. I don't want to excite you. But anyway, on the left side, there's a lot of swelling still. And on the right side, too. Looks a little better than it was. Doesn't look like it's tight. It looks like it's jiggly. So, I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what it is. Again, I'm not going to give her dewormer. I'm just going to watch and see what happens. This is a ranch where I don't use any dewormer. And, yeah, I just plan on not using any medicine at all. When the animals get sick, I'll either sell them or just let them go on so their genetics don't continue. And then I'll cull the weak ones every year, hopefully before problems develop. Let somebody else that uses chemicals try their hand at it. But my goal is to build a genetic herd that's resilient and well adapted to these particular conditions. And the only way I know how to do that is to keep the ones that do well and get rid of the ones that don't. Right? Maybe there's some other farm out there that has different practices than mine, or a different variety of grass and weeds that the sheep that don't do well would thrive on. So I'll let them take a chance, you know. All right, what's all this noise then? So a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was in this part of the field and there was a lamb calling for her mom, and the mom wasn't forthcoming. And then I found maybe that same lamb dead the next morning. So I'm pretty sure you belong to this lady. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let me go check some other. It is drizzling right now, so my glasses are wet. Plus it's foggy. I assume the camera's gonna start fogging up here with raindrops pretty soon. Well, they got quiet when I got close. Maybe they're playing Marco Polo with each other. Yeah, the mom's calling back. Yeah, I heard the mom make that noise that moms tend to make. So they are out here in the eastern part of the row where there is some grass. So there's a lot of dead grass. I don't know how much nutrition they can get out of it. Maybe I'm being hypersensitive, but that lamb looks like she might have a swollen jaw too. Maybe I'm being hypersensitive. I don't trust my eyesight too well. Yeah, I want to get these big tags. I can see from a distance what number they are, so I can keep track of which ones are doing well and which ones aren't. And, you know, especially if they all look the same to me. I think there's some water running down there in the forest. Let's go check it out. I hear the sound of water running. Yeah. Hello, Hindungi. How are you? Or was it the sound of drops falling off of the trees? There's usually a stream that develops here when we get heavy rains and the ground is saturated. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I think this is where it usually is. It's starting to get dark. The sun might have set already, and that's just a puddle. Yeah, it's just wet. All right, I'm going to head back to my side-by-side and head home before it gets too dark. But, yeah. I came this morning and the little lamb looked like she was recovering. Now it looks like she's a little worse than she was this morning. I'll keep my eye on her. Let's talk about Young 20. One of my viewers who worked on a dairy farm growing up and paid attention to what the veterinarians were saying, so much so that she was actually useful on that dairy farm. But she's saying that the cows tend not to be open until about 70 days after they give birth. And so based on when 48 was born to Young 20, that puts the 70-day mark in October 7th. And I believe I'll have to go back and review, but I believe I pulled the bulls off in September, early September. Now there's a chance that she might have become open earlier. So we might be getting calves from Young 20 this year as well, but I don't remain hopeful. If we get in May and June and I don't see a calf from her, then I'm going to assume that she wasn't bred. And that's probably when I'll get rid of her. Let somebody else breed her. Sell her and her calf at the same time. And that'll be one less calf this year because I have 20 cows. I expect 20 calves. So I'm going to order 20 tags along with the sheep tags. I'll probably do them in the 500s. So 501, 502. The first digit will be the last digit of the year they were born in, rather than using a color scheme or something. I like the yellow color, it kind of stands out. I think I might do green and either red or purple for the lambs that are born. But these little Shearwell, the small tags, they're not visible. I can't get close enough to take a picture. And maybe if I had a telescope or something, or use the binoculars, I might be able to get the tag reading, but, you know, that's just too much work to get the tag reading. So, I might just get, like, the tags like those cows have, that size, you know, that size, and put them in. You know, maybe I'll get double tags, one for each ear, just in case one falls out. I don't know. Probably not worth it. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm at. I'm debating even tagging all the lambs, just leaving the lambs alone and then counting them in 3 months. You know, maybe at that time I tag the rams for sale with the Scrapies tag, and then I tag the ewes for breeding, and that's when I put the tag in as So I only need ewe tags. I don't need ram tags, you know. Anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.